Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rechak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone who were well. Peace and mercy to this Tazadak Akim out there that's laboring this truth with all sincerity. I would like to say Shalom. All right, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua, may this lesson be edifying. All right, I'm going to jump right into it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips, do honor me, but have removed their heart from me. So let's get into that real quick. So who is the people that the Lord is talking about? All right, the people is talking about you Israelites, all right, which consist of the Negroes, the Latinos, the Native Americans. We know that you are the Lord's people, pursuing Deuteronomy 7:6, Deuteronomy 32:8, Romans, the 11th chapter, the 9th chapter, all right, and many other precepts, okay? But the Lord's people consist of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So this is who the Lord is talking to through the prophet Isaiah. I'm going to read it again. This is Isaiah 29, verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as his people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips. And that's exactly what you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans do. You draw near with your mouths and with your lips. You honor the Lord, meaning, it's probably a Jake that you see in the world, that's going to shalom you. He probably knows the name of the Lord, Yeah, man, I do these things. I don't eat pork no more, man. I don't eat pork. Yeah, man. Shalom to the Hebrew Israelites. That's, all praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua. They're honoring the Lord with their lips. They're giving reverence to the Lord with their mouths. They say they fear the Lord and things of that nature, right? It says, but have removed their heart far from me. So let's go into the word heart, all right? Because this is important, all right? When you go into the word heart, and in Hebrew is la'ab, it means inner man, mind, will, heart, understanding. So let's go back to that. So I'm going to read it again. This is Isaiah 29:13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips, do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me. So we know the word heart means their mind. They move their minds far from the Lord. All right. In other words, matter of fact, I got a precept. Let's just get into it. Because Israel, they'll honor the Lord with their lips, but their minds is far from the Lord because their actions do other things. Their action doesn't provide spiritual things. They don't do spiritual things. They do things according to their flesh. And we know that the Lord is not dealing with the flesh, all right, and the carnal. All right, the Lord is dealing with the spiritual. All right. But our people's minds have gone far from the Lord. They're more into this world. They're into they try to mix other philosophies together. They don't keep the high holy days. They don't. They do everything on their own time, all right? But when you see them, it's shalom, it's shalom this, shalom that. So this is Ezekiel 33, all right? I'm going to start from verse 30. It says, also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord. All right? So, this is the people coming together saying, let's hear what the prophets are saying, because we know the Lord is dealing with the prophets. We are the Lord's mouthpieces. We know the prophets are the Lord's mouthpieces. All right? And the prophets delivers the Lord's messages. All right. So this is what the people are saying. Let's go up to the prophet and hear what the prophet has to say. Right? This is verse 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people. So they come, they pretending to be sincere, man. And they're going to sit right in front of you. Like, they're going to hear the words you saying, you teaching the prophecies. They're, yeah, man, Jacob's trouble, man. Yeah, we gonna hold strong. Yeah, we did the Passover. Yeah, we kept the atonement. They're pretending to be sincere. They're saying they're doing the righteous things. But let's see what the scriptures say. It says, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words. So they're hearing, they're listening, they're hearing your words, but not really taking heed and applying the words that you're, saying from the Lord. They're just hearing it. It's going from one ear out the other. It looks good. It sounds cool. It's a front. It reads, but it says, and they will hear thy words, but they will not do them. So they're not going to do the things that you basically saying. So what do we go out there and teach? We teach, don't pop your woman on the Sabbath day. Do not commit adultery. Don't sleep with another man's wife. All right. Don't eat, follow the dietary laws. Don't eat the pork. Don't eat the shellfish. Don't line your hair up. Don't smoke weed. You see? But what do our people do? They'll hear you. Yeah, sounds good. But they still, behind closed doors, they still do what they want to do. They do things in secrecy. But we know the Lord's eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun. Let's get that. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 23. And we're going to go back. Verse 19. Matter of fact, is it that? Yep. Hold on. Salakia, right here. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 23, verse 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men. So, a man feareth the eyes of men. So they come around, even men in that, that's in the truth. We have to take heed unto this too. You don't want to just, act all holy and righteous in front of men's sake. That's what a lot of people do. Especially Jake in the world that knows about this truth. They'll try to cover it up. They might not smoke the hookah in front of you and, smoke the blunt in front of you. They might not get the pork, bacon, egg, and cheese. They might get that in front of you because they fear what you have to say, right? It says, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So even when you think no one's watching, the Lord is watching. The angels are watching. The angels are recording what you're doing. All right, the Lord, and in the Most High, he's omnipotent. He's all power, but he's always also everywhere. All right, the Lord is everywhere, so the Lord is always watching. Even when you think no one's watching you, if a man can't physically see what you're doing, you always have to keep in mind that the Lord is watching you, man. The angels are recording what are you doing. So you have to be this when you into this ministry and you wake up to this knowledge, to this truth, you have to always be keep firm. You always have to really apply the scriptures. You got to keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. You can't be popping your woman on the Sabbath days. You got to keep the Sabbaths to the best of your ability. You can't do things in secrecy because you have to know that the Lord is watching us, and we have to fear the Lord. Because when we stop fearing the Lord, that's when we do things to please the flesh. We do things in our own will. And then right there, that's when the Lord going to judge your ass. So you have to always just keep it, when you're in this truth, always keep everything, firm and steady, stableness. You always want to move righteously. You always want to move in the spirit. You see? It says, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. So the Lord knows all your secret parts, man. He knows all your secrecies, your secrets, okay? The Lord knows all your secrets. So when you think no one's watching, you have to know that the Lord is always watching. All right? So going back into Ezekiel 33. I'm going to read from verse 31 again. This is Ezekiel 33, verse 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they shew much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. Right? So their minds go after their own covetousness. Let's go into the word coveted. Right here. Ooh, this is heavy. Even when you read the NLT. So covetousness, it means profit, unjust gain. Gain, profit acquired by violence. All right. So we could say profit. What are you profiting? They go after their own profit. Matter of fact, let's see what the NLT says as well. It says, so my people come pretending to be sincere. This is Ezekiel 33 and 31. So my people come pretending to be sincere and sit before you. They listen to your words, but they have no intention of doing what you say. Ooh, that's heavy. They don't have the intention of doing what you say. It says their mouths are full of lustful words, and their hearts, their minds seek only after money. And that's our people for you, man. And you gotta understand, this is they're doing this in biblical times as well. So you have to, paint. They only doing it to get silver, to gain. I mean, the silver, the gold, the lands. They only focus on, getting their lands and their cattle, or you know what I'm saying? Whatever it was profit in those times, it's the same thing that applies today. Our people only go after the things that could profit them in the flesh. Money is one of the biggest things. That's why the scriptures speak about the love of money is the root of all evil. Because a person will do anything for the money. They'll rob their own brother. They'll steal from their own mother. All right, and this is what our people minds go after. This is why a lot of celebrities sold out. They ain't sell out for the fun of it. They sold out for money, man. So verse 32, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that have a pleasant voice. We're singing unto them. The scriptures say, Yahweh Shah said, we have piped unto you, but you ain't want to dance. All right? We're singing the good news, the gospel unto you. We're telling you that you're the Lord's chosen people. We're telling you that to come back and to repent so you won't face the Lord's wrath. All right? We're warning you about the future prophecies so you could, be able to get ready. We're singing unto you, because this truth as well is a comforter. When you listen to certain songs, it comforts you. It may comfort your soul. A great example is when King David, he played the harp for Saul, and the demons, left Saul, man. Showing you that, music, is, it helps you, man. It affects you. All right, and we're singing this lovely song, which is comforting to you. When you go and catching hell in the world and you read the scriptures, you feel comforted in your spirit. You see? That's why the Lord left the word for us, man, to comfort us, It says, and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. And that's what the scriptures say, faith. Matter of fact, let's get it. Believe in James. Let me see. Yep. Hold on. This is James 1 and 22. Matter of fact, I'm going to start from verse 21. It says, wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness. So the superfluity, it goes into the remaining of, the wicked, matter of fact, let's get it. I ain't even going to butcher it. Let's get it real quick. James 1 and 20. Right here. Superfluity. And the Greek is, what does it say?
Strong's G 4050. Perisaya.
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 In the Greek. So it means, let's read all of them. Abundance, super abundantly, superiority, preference, preeminence, gain, profit. But this is what it really means. It says residue. Remains, the wickedness remaining over in Christian from his state prior to conversion. So the wickedness, the remaining, the residue that was, left, that you was doing in the world, you have to put forth a part of that. All right. So, brothers who coming in straight from the world, you got to, put forth for that residue of wickedness. All right. It says, James 1 and 21, so wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness. So we have to lay all that filth, that wickedness that we was once doing in the world and put it away. All right. And receive with meekness the engrafted word. So we have to humbly accept, the word of the Most High that he gave us. We have to accept it with meekness, the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls. So we have to be planted in this truth fully. We have to really walk more in the spirit. All right? We have to do more spiritual things. All right? Take this truth more serious. We have to apply, these scriptures more seriously, man. We have to rehearse the righteous acts more seriously. Take it in more in effect. All right? Because this truth is going to be able to save our souls. But we have to be more rooted into it. That's why, the apostles, when coming up, the apostles always said, this wisdom is like unto a woman. You got to be into her. So we got to be into this word. We got to really live it. Just like boxers, they really live a certain lifestyle. They work out every day. They eat clean. When they getting ready for a fight, they might not have sex for 8 weeks. To keep their testosterone high. Their legs won't be weak. So we have to have that same mindset. We have to live a certain lifestyle. We have to live by certain rules and regulations. And the Lord gave us that. The laws, the statutes, the commandments. We know we got to keep the high holy days. We have to fast as much as possible. Pray without ceasing. We got to follow the dietary laws. We have to always abound in the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Be more charitable. Read the scriptures more. Always studying. Study the Hebrew, study the history, study the actual, seek out the book in the ancient. All right, the prophets. Study the prophecies. Always, keep yourself busy in this truth. Oh, you have to engraft ourselves. We have to be planted in this truth. It says, verse 22, but be ye doers of the word. So you have to be doers of the word. All right. What's the word doer mean? It says a maker, a producer, author, a doer, performer, one who abides or fulfills the law. So you have to perform. Performance behind performance is action. All right. You have to obey or you have to fulfill the laws. So you got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. But you have to, by doing that, you have to perform that. You got to actually do it, not just listen to it and just be like, yeah, I know. But no, it's action behind it. And that's where Jake lacks at a lot. They don't want to actually perform. All right? They don't want to perform the laws, the statutes, commandments. They think it's too hard. But they don't really apply themselves. It says, be ye doers of the word and not hearers only. So don't be only a hearer. Be a doer. Perform. Deceiving your own selves. You're only fooling yourself. You're only fooling yourself. Because when you don't perform the Lord's statutes, commandments, you basically separate yourself from being spiritual. You really pleasing the flesh. And we know the flesh changes darkness. You know, Satan is dealing with the flesh. So you being really more closer to Satan than the Lord, man. You're only fooling yourself. Let me see. I wanted to get faith without works is dead. You know, scriptures also say, you know, faith without works is dead as well. All right, but we're going to go back into Ezekiel 33. We're going to finish that up and then go back to Isaiah. So it's Ezekiel 33, verse 32 again. It says, "And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that have a pleasant voice and can play well on the instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not." Verse 33, "And when this cometh to pass, Lord will come." What will come to pass? The prophecies. All right, the prophecies are going to come. They're going to act. They're going to happen. When you read Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, it says, "Yet the vision is set for an appointed time. Though it may tarry, wait for it." So it may seem like it's delaying. It may seem like it's not happening, but the prophecies are going to come. It says, "Then shall they know a prophet have been among them." Then you're going to know that a prophet was among you when all the prophecies take place. You know, and a great example of that is when you read Noah. Noah prophesied for over 120 years that it was going to rain from the heavens. And then the people didn't believe him. They was marrying, giving in marriage. And Lord willing would do a lesson on that as well. All right. But they when they started seeing the raindrops, they knew a prophet was among them. Like, damn, he did say that. Because what does a prophet do? He prophesies. He tells you the future current events before it happens. That's what a prophet does. That's what a prophet is. All right. So you're going to know when Jacob's trouble come, when the chip comes out. All right. World War III, you're going to be like, damn. The prophet brother was saying that, man. Damn, I should have took heed. I should have been more spiritual. I should have applied what they was telling me. All right? And this happened in ancient times, man, too. You know? This is Isaiah, going back into Isaiah 29, verse 13. "Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as his people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men." And when you go into the word precept, it's the commandments of men, right? So what is this really talking about? And this shows you too, man, the Old Testament and New Testament is heavy, man, because Yahweh Shah quoted this, because the scribes and Pharisees, they represent that precept of men, you know? And we also can apply that to now with these different Israelite, you know, leaders teaching that you can have sex on the Sabbath. Some camps teach you can smoke weed. Some camps teach, you know, Yahweh Shah had many names and to call his name by Christ. All right. But that's not the sound doctrine. All right. But look, this is to back it up. Don't follow the precept of men. This is what Yahweh Shah was saying. All right. It says, this is Matthew 15, verse 1. "Then came to Yahweh Shah scribes and Pharisees, which were of Jerusalem, saying, Why do thy disciples transgress the tradition of the elders? For they wash not their hands when they eat bread." So this is what the scribes and Pharisees is telling Yahweh Shah, like, yo, why aren't you following the tradition of the elders? Why are you not washing your hands before you eat? So this is what Yahweh Shah said. He said, "But he answered and said unto them, Why do ye also transgress the commandment of the Most High by your tradition? For the Most High commanded, saying, Honor thy father and mother, and he that curses father or mother, let him die to death." So this is what Yahweh Shah saying. Like, so why you not teaching, you know, to honor your father and your mother? You know, which is in the laws. That's one of the beginning laws that the Most High gave out. Since the scribes and Pharisees were so, you know, since you're so into the law, why aren't you even doing that? So he was rebuking them with the scriptures. So it says, verse 5, "But ye say, whosoever shall say to his father." So this is what Yahweh Shah is telling them, like, This is what you saying. All right, this is what the scribes and Pharisees are saying. It says, but ye say, all right, which is the scribes and Pharisees. All right, this is what this is what they do. This is what they say. Whosoever shall say to his father or his mother, it is a gift, but whatsoever that thou mightest be profited by me, and honor not his father or his mother, he shall be free. So they're telling the people that you don't gotta honor your mother, your father, your mother. You shall be free. It says, thus have ye made the commandment of the Most High of none effect by your tradition. So you basically telling the people things that the Most High never said, because now the people are following what you're saying, your traditions, your commandments. You're not following the commandments of the Most High, because the Most High said honor your father and your mother, but you're telling the people you don't have to honor your father and your mother, and you shall be free. So this is what you're telling the Jews. All right. It says, verse 7, ye hypocrites. So you a hypocrite, man. You know? Matter of fact, let's go into the word hypocrite real quick. Matthew 15. All right. It says, hypocrites. Let's see. Let's go to
Strong's G 5273. Hypocrites.
Hypocrites. It says, one who answers, an interpreter, an actor, stage player, pretender. All right, so this is what Yahweh Shah saying. Y'all some damn actors, man, and stage players. You know, you're not really for the Lord. You just acting, man. You were actor. You a stage player, man. Come on. Well, did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying, and this is talking about the prophet Isaiah, verse 8, this people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth and honor me with their lips. Yeah. The scribes and Pharisees, they say they honor the Most High, right? Yeah, we all about the law. We keep the law. We do this, we do that, right? But their heart is far from me, because now they start to, create their own traditions of living. They're not following the traditions of the Heavenly Father. They're doing their own thing. Just like these other camps. They doing their own thing. They teaching their own thing. The book of Hebrews is not the word of the Most High. You know? You can have sex on the Sabbath. You know? So, their hearts is departing from the Most High. That's not what the scriptures say. Verse 9, it says, but I'm going to finish off, says, but their heart is far from me. Verse 9, but in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. So they're not teaching the doctrines of the Most High, of Yahweh Shah. They teaching the doctrine of men. All right? So that's why the Lord said, in vain you worship me. So because you teaching of your own ways is in vain. It's nothing. It's emptiness. All right? So you have to, when you come into this truth, you have to soak up this wisdom. You have to drink the sincere milk, stick to the basics, and let the Most High build you up. And you have to perform the things that the Most High said, man. The things that Yahweh Shah said. Okay? You have to actually perform these things instead of being one of those Israelites who seem to just be down for a cause. You have to, because this is not a man thing. This is all for the Lord. So you have to apply these scriptures, man. Apply this word. All right? You have to apply this word, and you're gonna grow. You're gonna grow. Don't be a doer. Don't be a hearer only, be a doer. All right? But with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. With that, shalom.